Hello again, friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to your car reaction. It is finished. Ipswich Town 1, Stoke 0, and I want to hear your thoughts this evening, either in our live chat, on catch up, or on our free voice messaging service. Please get active on there, speakpipe.com/talking town, to leave your opinion on what you've seen, heard, witnessed inside Portman Road, or from the comfort of your own living room watching it this evening. Whatever your thoughts, let us know. We'll plan on tomorrow night's show. We're live tomorrow, 7:30. Here's my instant reaction thoughts to that. I'm enjoying seeing the chat come through. I've seen some back and forth in between. Where's the McKenna doubters now? And those saying, well, you won't find them here tonight, etc., etc. Well, first of all, let's start with the real positive for me coming into Portman Road, which was, of course, you couldn't have an unchanged 11 because you had a suspended George Hurst, but as close to an unchanged 11 as you could get, minus the George Hurst. So obviously only the one change, which was Azon coming in for George Hurst, and that was just really good for me coming into Portman Road, hearing that team sheet, hearing that team selection, and because that's exactly what I challenged McKenna to do on Saturday after the game. It's what many Town fans have been calling for, that consistency in the selection. And if you were to get beat because you selected the same 10, okay, but at least you gave it a go, and he did it. And I thought tonight you really started to see some excellent partnerships coming alive on that field. Let's start on the left-hand side. It's a great start by Town. It's a wonderful goal by Jaden Philogene. He is fast becoming a player known for those wonderful moments, those, oh my days, did you see that moment? Because that was one of them again tonight. And I was sat in my cobble seat stand, this beautiful stand, the best stand in English football, right behind me here. And I shouted goal the moment it left his boot, because it was a fantastic strike. And unless the goalkeeper pulled off a world-class save, it was always going to be going in the back of the net, and it did. And what a wonderful start from Town. And it was just great link-up play down that left-hand side. And I think it was Nunez with the little assist, the layoff into Jaden, and great goal. Great start, and away we go. And carrying on down that left-hand side, Leif Davis and Jaden Philogene tonight were an absolute joy to watch. Their partnership is really becoming something you enjoy watching, and something teams are going to really find difficult trying to tactically work out how they stop it, because Jaden Philogene is hugging the touchline. Leif Davis is on that underlap, and he naturally, because his movement is going towards the goal, brings the fullback with him. If the fullback doesn't go with him, the centre half has to come with him, which creates space for Nunez or Hurst or Azon, as it was tonight. So you have to really pick who you're going to try and stop. Is it Davis on the inside? And then if you do, you leave in Philogene isolated with a fullback, or as it was tonight, really with acres of space? Or are you going to keep someone on Philogene, go with Davis, and have someone pick up the number 10/9 position? It's really difficult. It's a really, for me, brilliant tactical tweak McKenna's brought in to this lineup this season. A real excellent wrinkle to how we were playing last season and the seasons before. But really difficult as an opposing manager for me, how you stop it. I'd love to know how you would stop it, because I've not seen a team yet when they get it right, Davis and Philogene, when they get it right, not seen a team yet manage to stop it. And that was something we saw tonight, right? Jaden Philogene, how much space did Jaden Philogene have on that left-hand side? So much. And when you get that ball to his feet, when you get that ball to Jaden Philogene in space, really good things happen. Really good things happen. So that's a really good partnership that's blossoming on. And I'll tell you another partnership that's really coming along quite nicely. It's Sindravali Egli and Marcelino Nunez. Those two just love playing on the same field together. They really do. Little flicks, turns around the corner. They're just on the same wavelength in terms of their footballing ability, and they know where each other's going to be. And that becomes through repetition, through playing and playing and playing. And Stoke are no bad side. And tonight, for me, it was a back and forwards affair. We had a lot of the ball. We turned over the ball quite a lot of times. Let's not face away from that either. We did turn the ball over quite a few times, but we always kept them at arm's length. I can't quite remember Christian Warren having to really make a save. And the most uncomfortable I felt was probably in the last minute, where Christian Walton goes up, knocks it behind for a corner, and you think, oh no, it's 1-0. We've seen this story before. They've not really had a shot on goal, but they've got a corner in the last minute. But we dealt with it. We cleared it. And away we went. Yeah, Harps, I completely agree. Really harsh yellow card on Matasiwa, who again was excellent tonight. There's so much you could say about his play. But the problem is you've already said it before, because it's just not a one game only thing with Matasiwa. It's an every game thing with Matasiwa. And I couldn't help but think tonight, and it might be wrong. Yes, we're playing Stoke. Yes, it's the division below. But the way he's positioning in front of that back four, I'd love to see. Just love to have a time machine and put Matasiwa in the midfield last year. Just his positioning it's really good in front of that back four. The amount of balls into feet, in the air, that don't even reach Kipre and O'Shea because Matasiwa is there. Just positioning himself where he needs to be positioned. It's just wonderful. He's a quality player, can only get better. And there's been quite a few of these, one of McKenna and Ashton's best signings so far for me. It really is. Bjorn says, O'Shea and Kipre are starting to really play well together now. Good in understanding. Absolutely, Bjorn, completely and utterly agree with you. Another partnership that's really coming together really, really nicely. And that's the thing, right? When you start to go through a season, you start to pick up the partnerships. When you start to pick up the same 11, when you start to pick the same 11, you start to pick up those partnerships, and you're really starting to see something in various places over the field. Get better. Are there areas of our game we can improve? Absolutely. And if there wasn't, I'd be completely utterly worried, because we're not running away with the division, and we're by no means the finished article. There, of course, are areas of our game we can get better. Finishing being one of them this evening. We were quite wasteful, I felt at times, but these things happen, right? Sometimes you can't hit everything in the back of the net, but you have to be professional. You have to really be at it. You have to keep them at arm's length. You have to manage the game. You have to do all those different things that we did tonight. We managed the game. We kept them at arm's length. We created chances. Is there anybody who's walking away from Portman Road this evening disappointed? There can't be, unless you're a Stoke fan. To their credit, they brought a vocal bunch down. They were making some noise, but yeah, just a really professional performance for me. That's the word, professional performance. Got the goal, played well, didn't play at our best at times, turned the ball over. So I've got a cough coming on. Excuse me. Been fighting that cough for the last about 3.5 minutes. Excuse me. Apologies. Turned the ball over quite a few times. Disappointing to see Jack Taylor go down injured. Bit worried about him, because I thought he started well, went down injured, and I thought at half time he might be pulled off, because it wasn't usual Jack Taylor buzzing around the field. But he, to his credit, he stayed on. They kept him on till 75th minute. Hopefully it's not that bad. Obviously, we are going to make changes on Saturday. You could tell at times, particularly as the game was going on, fatigue perhaps was starting to come in. A sloppy pass here, sloppy pass there. And so you are going to make changes on Saturday. That's a given. I doubt we'll see the same 10 stroke, maybe as on out, Hurst back in for Leicester, which is a disappointment, I'll be honest, but understandable. That's the way you need to do it, right? But when you make those changes now, that's the benchmark. 2 wins from 2, 6 points. You've beaten 2 of the teams that are inside the top 6. That's the benchmark for the player coming into the team. Whether it's Casey McAteer for Sindra Valiegli, whether it's Akpom or Smodics for Nunez, whether it's Karius for Taylor, whether it's whoever it may be, whether it's Greaves for Kipre, whoever it may be, the benchmark is that, this is the benchmark, and you've got to try and force your way back into this starting 11 now. That's how I view it. If I was the manager, granted, as I've always said, I'm no higher than a Sunday morning manager, but that's how I would view it, and that's how it's got to be done. And I'm just delighted. I'm absolutely delighted. How can you not be? Fishman says 1 new hold midfield player, and we go up in the autos. We definitely need a holding midfield player. Matt Siwa now is he one away from a suspension? So if he gets it at Leicester, that'll be Wednesday in Millwall, right? Sheffield Wednesday and Millwall. There'll be 2 games he misses. If he gets it at Sheffield Wednesday, it'll be Millwall and Covent. Oh, you definitely want him back. Now we're. Look, Sam Morsey was brilliant at walking that line, right? Really close to a suspension. Let's hope that Azor Matasi was just as good at walking that line when he's so close to a suspension. Gets us through to January. Won't play in the cup, you'd have thought. And then we can go again. Don't forget, we are partnered with Match Bingo. Combine the thrill of football with bingo. You can get a 100% deposit bonus. Use the word town, all in caps. £10 deposit minimum. Over 18s only. T&Cs apply. Please gamble responsibly. Visit biggamblerware.org for more information. And I did that without any bit of paper in front of me. Heavens above. And it's 10 o'clock at night. Heavens above. I should do it more often at 10 o'clock at night. Higgy, thankfully won. If they'd equalised, Ivan would be hiding. What an awful miss. Well, I don't want to say which one, but which one? Because there was one in the first half where he put it completely over the bar. On live viewing, it looked like it was more or less an open net. There maybe was a Stoke City player or two, a Stoke City player or two in his way. So I'm just reading a comment. Sorry, Bjorn. I don't know what I said, but I don't know what I said, Bjorn. So, but reading that back made me stop in my tracks. But I thought Azam did okay tonight. Ran the channels really well, held the ball up. Confidence player for me. Definitely a confidence player, and definitely a player that you're bringing along and developing, and not the finished article by no means. And probably really just scratching the surface of what he could do as a player. A very workmanlike and professional performance, says Ross. Certainly was. Anyway, that's my 11 minutes done in the car. I can see the car park's not moved. Happy days. So I shall stick on. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. Normally, by this time, everyone's gone home. I'm a bit earlier tonight. Anyway, should we carry on talking? Who was your man of the match this evening? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget, we are live tomorrow, 7:30, and we are partnered with Stowmarket Osteopaths. Quality care in Stowmarket since 1985. I can't wait to get there tomorrow. Freddie's the governor there. Call him on 01449 613 633, 01449 613 633. Stowmarket Osteopaths for physiotherapy and osteopath services. Like and subscribe. Hey, come on, hit the subscribe button, right? There's 221 people watching this live right now. You can do two things for me, right? You can do three things if you're feeling really generous after a town win. The first thing, hit the like button. It's free. Second thing, hit the subscribe button. That's also free. Third thing, you can become a YouTube member, $4.99, get access to our Discord, extra videos, all as thank you. As another thank you, you get 15% off our merchandise store. That third thing is not free, obviously. But the other two are. So come on, 220 people, let's do it. Sean says Jaden run the wing. He did run the wing. Philogene looked tired, says Finchy. Hardly surprising how much work he's put in over the last couple of games. Yeah. Richard, Nunez shot when he should pass are bad too. Everyone's scapegoating Azon. If Nunez had passed, we'd score 2 or 3, as 4 were with him yards out. I don't know who's scapegoating Azon. Rich, I thought Azon played fairly well. Had opportunities where perhaps he could have hit the target or scored. He doesn't. He's a striker. Sometimes that happens, right? You've got to get in the position, first of all, to do it, which he was. He ran the channels really well. He held the ball up really well. Just a performance from a player that's developing and growing, not yet scratching the surface of his potential. You go again, right? You've just won 1-0. 6-point week. Is it? Well, it's 6 points out of 6. Could it be a 9-point week, or would it be a 6 or a 7 point out of 9-point week? But so far, it's 6 out of 6. I'm delighted. I am going to go home on a crest of a wave. Town have won 2 games on the bounce. That is a way to answer Oxford and Blackburn. That is the way you answer it. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I am done for the night. Take care, right? I'm back tomorrow, 7:30, with Steve and somebody else, and I'm forgetting who it is. So if it's you, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow as well, because you'll be watching. But until then, take care. God bless. All the best. But Town have won. Happy day. You've reached the end. Thank you so much for watching. Hit here to subscribe. It's totally free. And hit here for more Talking Town videos. I'll see you on the next one.